Hi there. Hello. Welcome to a new reaction video. Today we are watching Alexander the Goat again. So let's just, get to it really quickly. But before that, don't forget to subscribe and like to this video that will show me your appreciation to this amazing series and to my reaction in general. Also, share your feedback into the comments about my reaction. I really appreciate the feedback and, your opinion on the video or my reaction. And yeah, without further ado, let us begin. Okay then, so let us begin. I have my cap on, my headphones on, and yeah, let us begin. Let's put this video to 1080p. Don't forget, I'm gonna leave the video into the pinned comment down below and the description box, so you go check it out. It's super cool. And yeah, let's go. The volume here for now, and let's go. Begin. Okay, Epic History TV and Invictia, so both great channels, both amazing works. So in partnership with Osprey Publishing. Okay, sure. Okay, so this is part 3. So if you're watching this for the first time, go check out my previous reactions of part 2 and part 1. So yeah.
In 334 BC, Alexander, 21-year-old ruler of the small Greek kingdom of Macedonia,
Yep.
led an invasion of the vast Persian Empire.
Yeah.
It
Crazy, bro.
seemed impossible odds. But thanks to Greek military dominance and Alexander's fearless leadership, he won 2 great battles against the Persians.
Yep, that is crazy. And honestly, he should have stopped there. In my opinion, he should have stopped there and then consolidated his gains. Gotten like a better, more organized and bigger army after consolidating the provinces. And then after you do that, and then basically consolidate the provinces, so their core territory of your empire, of your state, then you can push on and conquer the Persian Empire and maybe even India. That's how I would have done it. But of course, Alexander didn't have this hindsight that I have, so of course he
The
fell.
river Granicus and at Issus.
Yeah. Battle of Granicus, oh, it's one of my favorite battles, actually, from Alexander's battles. Super nice.
Having subdued Persian lands west of the Euphrates River, he now headed east into the empire's heartlands, seeking a final showdown with the Persian king, Darius III.
Interesting.
Receiving news that
Yeah, Darius the Third is such a douchebag, bro. Oh
a
man.
great Persian army led by Darius had assembled at Gaugamela, near modern Mosul in Iraq, he made straight for it.
I always say this, but I can't say it enough. The reason why battles mostly are lost, it's not because of the army is small or it's undersupplied or something like that. Mostly it's because of the leaders. If the leader of that army is a great leader, there's a high chance that they would win that battle, because having a great leader means your army is going to perform well. Same thing with states. The reason why the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, the Islamic empires, the French empires, all those empires, the reason why they fell was because of weak leadership. That's why.
This was Darius's last chance to stop Alexander, and Alexander's chance to smash Persian power once and for all.
Yeah. The Battle of Gaugamela. Okay.
Darius had chosen to fight on open ground, where his advantage in numbers would be more telling. His soldiers had also worked hard to clear and flatten the terrain to make it suitable for Persian war chariots. By modern estimates, the Persian army was between 50 and 80,000 strong,
Ooh,
and made
interesting.
up of contingents from across the empire.
Okay. I expected more,
Infantry
actually.
from
I expected more.
Syria and Babylonia. Cavalry from Armenia, India, and Central Asia. Up to 200 scythed chariots.
Okay.
Even a handful of war elephants.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Alexander's army was smaller and may have been outnumbered by as much as 2 to 1.
That's crazy.
He-
How much was Alexander's army? I'm guessing like at least 25,000 at the very least, you know? At the smallest you can go down. Normally I would think it would be like around 40 to 45,000. And at the best it would be like 55 to 60,000. You know?
Deployed his units in their usual formation. On the left flank, Thracian and Thessalian cavalry,
Of course.
commanded by Parmenion.
Yeah, the goat Parmenion.
In the centre, the Macedonian veterans of the phalanx, each armed with their 18-foot sarissa pike.
Yeah.
On the right flank, Alexander with his elite cavalry, the companions, and his
Okay.
best infantry, the hypaspists.
Makes sense, yeah.
These were the units with which Alexander planned to launch his main attack.
And wasn't it this the battle where Alexander made that great speech to his army? Because I watched the movie, I think, or documentary. What was it?
Greek hoplites formed a second line and supported both wings, which were angled back to guard against encirclement by the Persians.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah. That's good thinking, Alexander, good thinking.
The battle began when Alexander led his wing out to the right, a move that took the Persians by surprise.
Yeah.
Could Alexander really be trying to encircle their huge army?
And even if that was the case, I think Alexander could do it. With a much smaller army.
The Persians mirrored his movement, taking troops away from their center to outflank Alexander and prevent him leaving the area they'd cleared for the Persian chariots.
Okay.
But Alexander's unusual maneuver was a trap to entice the Persians to weaken their center. When he saw that it had worked, he ordered his Greek cavalry to charge.
That's good.
To keep the Persians fixed in position.
Okay, interesting.
A giant cavalry battle developed on the right wing. Darius, meanwhile, judging this to be the decisive moment, unleashed his chariots.
Okay. That is kind of stupid, don't you think? Like you're literally releasing your chariots towards the Sarissa. You do realize that the Sarissa is longer than your freaking chariots. Like the length of the Sarissa is long enough to literally defend and kill all the horses before they even reach you. Like that's so stupid, Darius.
But expert Agrianes javelin throwers took out horses and crews,
Damn. Look at
while
this.
the Greek infantry opened lanes, allowing the chariots to pass harmlessly through.
Pretty smart. Pretty smart. Damn.
Now Alexander led his companion cavalry and parts of the Macedonian phalanx in a
Yeah, as you guys can see, okay, so Alexander is fighting over here. The main Sarissa phalanx are fighting over here. And then Parmenion is fighting over here with the cavalry over here. Okay, interesting.
headlong charge straight at the weakened Persian center, fighting his way towards Darius himself.
Damn.
The sudden ferocity of Alexander's assault threw the Persians into panic. The center of the army broke and ran. King Darius himself leading the rout.
Damn. That's crazy. Wait, the battle is over now?
But Alexander's left wing was in serious trouble.
Yeah.
Parmenion, facing a huge onslaught by Persian cavalry, was virtually surrounded. Indian and Scythian horsemen had even ridden through a gap in the Greek line.
Damn.
But rather than wheeling and attacking the Greeks from behind, they'd carried straight on to loot their camp.
Stupid. That's so stupid, bro. But shout out to Parmenion for holding so long. The same thing I think happened to the Battle of Issus as well. So shout out, shout out.
Parmenion sent a desperate appeal to Alexander for help.
Okay.
The king abandoned his pursuit of Darius, regrouped, and charged the Persian right wing.
That's good. You know, for all the flack Alexander gets from his anti-Alexander fans. Basically, there are anti-Alexander fans, trust me. They call him Alexander the Selfish, because he was selfish and wanted to take all of the Persian Empire and go into India to conquer all the world, But he never was selfish enough to abandon his comrades. Like that's so inspiring. He would rather abandon glory by defeating and capturing the Persian king, to go and save his companions. That is so inspiring to me. Damn, look at this.
The hardest and bloodiest fighting of the battle, claiming the lives of 60 of Alexander's companions.
Wow.
Finally, as news of Darius's flight spread across the battlefield, the last Persian horseman turned and fled.
Cowards, cowards.
The Battle of Gaugamela was a stunning and complete victory for Alexander.
Honestly, you shouldn't even be surprised by the fact that Alexander won two extraordinary battles against the Persian army so far. So, makes sense.
According to ancient sources, he lost just a few hundred men,
What?
while the Persians lost thousands.
Damn. That's crazy.
Alexander had routed Darius's great army. And now
Well,
the road
now Mesopotamia is lost.
to Babylon, the empire's main capital, lay open.
Okay.
The Macedonian king entered the great city in triumph, recognized by Persian officials as its new rightful ruler.
Congratulations, Alexander.
So too at the city
That's why he is Alex the Goat.
of Susa, where Alexander ceremonially took his seat upon the royal throne of Persia.
Ooh. Okay, that's bold and I like
In
it.
the Zagros Mountains, at a pass known as the Persian Gates, a courageous Persian force held up Alexander's army for a month.
Oh. Okay.
The Greeks eventually found a mountain path that bypassed their position, allowing them to encircle and wipe out the defenders.
Congratulations.
In early 330 BC, Alexander reached Persepolis, the empire's ceremonial capital. Alexander wanted to appear as a liberator to the Persians, as a legitimate successor to King Darius.
Oh.
But now he ordered Persepolis to be pillaged and burnt,
Damn.
retribution for the Persian invasion of Greece and the burning of Athens'
Wow.
sacred temples in 480 BC.
Makes sense, yeah. That's crazy.
Alexander now headed north into Media, where Darius had taken refuge in the royal city of Ecbatana. Alexander was determined to capture Darius, but the fugitive king fled east in the hope of raising a new army in the provinces of Parthia, Bactria, and Sogdia.
Damn.
It was not to be.
Yep.
As Alexander closed in, the Persian king was murdered by one of his own governors, Bessus, who then proclaimed himself the empire's new ruler.
Damn.
Alexander gave orders for Darius to be buried in the royal tombs of Persepolis, alongside his ancestors.
Yeah, that's
Then
really
he
noble.
paused to organize his vast new empire.
That's good, that's good.
Alexander appointed viceroys to rule the provinces on his behalf, keeping several Persians who had sworn loyalty in their posts. Then he resumed his march east, his goal to find and kill the usurper Bessus,
Damn.
subjugate the
This map
empire's
is-
eastern provinces.
Oh my gosh. Just look at this monstrosity. It looks so beautiful, dude. I really wanted the Roman Empire to, have a similar border to the Persians. To the Persians to be like, the Roman and Persian border to be literally like around this. This would be the border basically. And now because of geography and the mountains, it's kind of impossible. But you get what I'm saying, right? That way, basically, the Romans will forever have Mesopotamia into their control, you know, and Persia will be like a battleground, you know.
and
But I
reach the
guess,
far
yeah,
edge of the world.
yeah. Time for Alexander to literally conquer the rest of what's left of Persia, and then go into India. Very, very good. Very, very
Research and
impressive.
artwork for this video comes from
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm saying, you should always read the books. The books give in much more detail. In it's like super super interesting. I personally read some of the books over here, and it's super 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 good. You should like if you want a summary, sure you can watch a video. But if you want in-depth analysis and storytelling of what really happened, you should really check out the books. They're very 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 good and very fun to read. So I really, really suggest to read them. And yeah, this was it, guys. Not as interesting. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I will say that the Battle of Gaugamela, it's more interesting to be read in a book than to be told in a video, because I'll say this. I would say that I was more excited at the Battle of Issus and Granicus than this battle, I mean, in terms of video quality, because I'm not blaming that the Epic Histories video right now is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that um it's not as entertaining, as the other battles. It's not their fault. It's just that if you try to tell it in a video to narrate it, it's not as you know beautifully interesting as the other battles to me personally. So yeah, I highly suggest you check out the Battle of Gaugamela and read it actually, because it's way more interesting and it has a lot of more details. So yeah. Well, with that being said, I think this is it. I think we have one more video, and yeah, that should be it. One more video, and we should close this chapter. The Alexander trilogy. No, the Alexander. I was about to say trilogy, but no, this was the third part. The Alexander playlist, basically. So yeah. Anyways, this was it, guys. Hope you guys liked it. My name is Chetim, and yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to comment down below your opinion, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.